The movie begins with Seong Gi-hun, a middle-aged man barely holding his life together, living in a cramped house with his elderly mother while drowning in debt he can't escape. Gambling has ruined him, loan sharks are circling closer, and every promise he makes, to his mother, to himself, to the world, keeps breaking the moment money appears in his hands. One morning, he's given just enough cash to take his daughter Gayong out for her birthday, a rare chance to feel like a real father again, even though his ex-wife and her wealthy new husband mostly keep the child away from him. Instead of using the money wisely, Gi-hun does what he always does. He steals his mother's card, rushes to the racetrack, and gambles everything away alongside a fellow addict. Loss after loss piles up until fate briefly smiles on him and he wins a decent amount, enough to feel invincible for a few seconds. That illusion shatters when his violent creditors spot him, chase him down, and corner him without mercy. In the chaos, his winnings vanish, stolen by a pickpocket, and Gi-hun is left bleeding, humiliated, and threatened with death if he doesn't repay everything within a month. Bruised and empty-handed, Gi-hun still tries to salvage his daughter's birthday, scraping together hope from nothing. He fails again, unable to win even a cheap toy, until a small child helps him succeed at a claw machine, handing him a black gift box that feels like a miracle. Gi-hun takes Gayong to eat street food, lies about his injuries, and hands over the gift without checking it, only to realize too late it's a gun-shaped lighter. The look on his daughter's face cuts deeper than any punch, and when he finally leaves her behind, the weight of being a failure presses down harder than ever. That same night, at a train station, Gi-hun's life takes a strange turn when a calm, well-dressed man approaches him with an unusual offer. Play a simple game of dakji. If Gi-hun wins, he earns quick cash. If he loses, he gets slapped. With nothing left to lose, he accepts, enduring humiliation after humiliation until he finally wins and pockets the money. Before disappearing, the man hands him a card with a mysterious number, promising even bigger rewards for those desperate enough to call. Back home, Gi-hun's situation worsens when he learns his ex-wife plans to move to the United States, taking Gayong with her forever. Unable to fight legally or financially and watching his mother's health decline, desperation finally wins. That night, he calls the number. A van arrives, gas fills the air, and Gi-hun's world goes dark. When he wakes up, his clothes are gone, his belongings missing, and he's surrounded by hundreds of strangers wearing numbered green tracksuits, all trapped inside a massive, heavily monitored facility. As confusion spreads, Gi-hun meets an old man labeled Player 001, who cheerfully admits he's dying from a brain tumor and has nothing to fear. He also recognizes familiar faces among the crowd, including the same pickpocket who stole his money and a dangerous gangster with dead eyes. Red masked guards suddenly enter and calmly explain the rules. 6 games over 6 days, 1 ultimate winner, and a prize worth billions. Death isn't mentioned yet, but the tension hangs thick as every player signs a contract they barely understand. Before the first game begins, a massive transparent sphere is revealed above them, empty for now, but promised to fill with money as players are eliminated. Gi-hun is stunned to discover his childhood friend Sang-woo among the contestants, a once brilliant student now hiding from massive financial crimes. There's no time for explanations. The players are herded through twisting corridors and into an open field dominated by a giant, unsettling doll staring into the distance, smiling like something out of a nightmare. The rules of the first game are announced. Red light, green light. Move only when the doll says green light. Freeze when it says red light. Anyone caught moving will be eliminated. At first, players laugh nervously, treating it like a harmless childhood game. Then, without warning, the doll detects movement, and a man collapses in a spray of blood. Panic explodes as reality sets in. Elimination means execution. Screams fill the air as people run, trip, beg, and die where they stand, bodies piling up in seconds. Frozen in terror, Gi-hun nearly loses control, falling forward at the worst possible moment, only to be saved by a strong grip from behind, a kind man named Ali. With seconds ticking away and corpses surrounding them, Gi-hun uses a desperate trick, focusing on the doll's rhythm, stopping his breath, forcing his body into stillness. Against all odds, he crosses the finish line alongside Sang-woo, Ali, the pickpocket Sae-byuk, the gangster Deok-soo, and the laughing old man, Il-nam. Out of 456 players, only 201 survive. Back inside, the survivors are shaken beyond words as guards calmly remove the dead and incinerate the bodies like trash. The guards announce the brutal math: 255 players eliminated. Their lives converted directly into prize money, now filling the massive sphere above. Fear turns into fury, grief into pleading, as players drop to their knees begging to be released. When the guards threaten them with death for refusing to play, Sang-woo cleverly invokes the final rule. If the majority votes to end the games, they all go free. Before the vote, the guards reveal the full prize, 45.6 billion won, enough to erase every debt, cure every illness, and rewrite every broken life in the room. Temptation spreads fast, turning terror into hesitation. In the end, it's Il-nam, the dying old man, who casts the deciding vote to stop the games. Just like that, the nightmare pauses. The players are released, dumped back into the real world, each carrying trauma instead of money and a decision that will haunt them. Gi-hun rushes to the police, desperate to warn someone. But his story sounds insane, and no one believes him. Worse, when he gets home, he discovers his mother has collapsed from severe diabetes, her condition so bad that only only expensive surgery can save her life. Elsewhere, a police officer named Jun-ho discovers the same strange card in his missing brother's apartment, quietly connecting the dots. Meanwhile, Se-byuk visits her younger brother in an orphanage, revealing her goal: rescuing her family from North Korea at any cost. Ali returns to his factory job, where his boss still refuses to pay months of unpaid wages. Pushed beyond desperation, Ali injures the man in a struggle and flees with stolen cash, sending his wife and son away to safety, knowing he may never see them again. Sang-woo continues lying to his mother, even as police question her about his crimes, leaving her humiliated and confused. One by one, the former players realize the outside world is just another cage, only slower, quieter, and just as cruel. Gi-hun begs his ex-wife for help to save his mother, only to be rejected outright. When her husband gives him money and orders him to disappear from their lives, Gi-hun snaps, fighting back until his daughter witnesses everything, her disappointment slicing deeper than violence ever could. Completely broken, Gi-hun returns home with nothing. No pride, no future, no options left. That's when the card reappears, waiting for him like a silent invitation he can't refuse. One by one, the same players make the same choice: Sang-woo, Se-byuk, Ali, Deok-soo, Il-nam. Each of them returns to the game, not because they want to die, but because living outside feels even more impossible. As the vans collect them again and the gas fills their lungs, it becomes clear that the true trap was never the island. It was the world they came from. When the players wake once more inside the facility, the rules haven't changed, but the atmosphere has. Now everyone understands the cost of every step, every alliance, every breath. Trust becomes currency, fear becomes strategy, and survival begins to outweigh morality without anyone needing to say it out loud. The games haven't even truly started yet, but the blood already spilled ensures there's no turning back. Far above them, unseen figures watch silently, treating human lives like entertainment, statistics, and profit. The smiling doll, the masked guards, the glowing prize, all of it exists to test how far desperation can push people before they break. And as the players stand together again, their shared trauma binds them in ways stronger than friendship, but far more dangerous. With every player now fully aware of what's at stake, the next games promise to be even deadlier, not just physically, but emotionally. Alliances will fracture, trust will shatter, and every decision from this point forward will echo long after the game's end, for better or worse, whether anyone survives or not. So now I want to ask you, if you survived that first game, watched hundreds die in seconds, and were given one chance to walk away, would you come back for the money or disappear forever? Tell me what you'd do in the comments. This is only the beginning of the nightmare, where hope itself becomes something people are willing to kill for. The prize hangs above them, heavy with blood, waiting for the last survivor to claim it. If you enjoyed this intense recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to catch the next part of this deadly story. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and keep watching more epic recaps right here on Great Animation Recaps.